Heidi and Frank show. That's Keaton Simons right there singing. Look at that voice.
Beautiful. Voice of an angel.
Is that from your new album?
No, that's an old tune.
That's one of the older tunes?
Yeah.
Because you have a new album coming out, right? Beautiful Pain?
I have a new album. It came out last year, Beautiful Pain album. Working on a new album now. Does not yet have a title.
Okay.
Or has yet to be recorded.
How do you figure out that you just do the whole thing?
Yeah.
And then you go, what should I call it?
Well, kind
Sometimes.
of. It depends. I mean, it's hard to come up with good album title names.
Have you ever, when you're writing a song, have you ever had a good title of a song and then not had a song and then you, just because of the title, you write around that?
Definitely.
You do it that way?
Oh, yeah. No, lots of people do that, actually. Like,
Okay.
I know a lot of songwriters who just have books and books filled with song titles.
Well, I feel like I could come up with a song title. I couldn't write the rest of it, but I feel like
for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He once wrote a song of Personalized License Plate. He was following a guy on the 405 and was like, yeah, that's a song right there.
When I was making the album, when I was making the record that song Unstoppable is on, my friend Josh Kelly came in to the studio I was working in and saw the producer I was working with has a Grammy and there was dust on it. And he said, "Oh, dust on my Grammy. Dust on my Grammy. We need to write that's a song."
We've done that in here, though. We had a topic like, that's a country song. Eric, write it.
That is funny.
I'm drinking.
I'm drinking you sexy.
Drinking you sexy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
There you go. That's
We don't
automatic.
write the
That'd
song.
be
We
bro
just write
country,
the
though.
title of the song.
Well, we need to hang.
That's a great
I'll write the
title.
song. You guys come up with the
Right.
title.
I'm going to drink you sexy. I think that's what it was. Did you ever
Yes.
write that? Or Fisted by an Angel? Did you ever write that one?
Oh, that's rough,
did,
dude.
I did write Fisted
Fist
by
of an
Angel.
Angel. That's what.
See, he's a professional.
Right.
See, that's how you
exactly.
get
That's
it
why I'm
done.
here.
Yeah, that's why
use
he makes albums and we don't. Eric Roberts, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Pat.
Thank you for stopping by because you said you just flew. Did you fly overnight from Mexico to get here?
I walked.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I did.
Through the desert
Yeah.
with a bunch of
Like,
others.
Frank, you look at him. You look like you could walk. Guns.
Oh,
what
yeah.
are you doing? I mean, you're always fit, but my God, what are you doing? HGH.
Steroids.
We were talking about that the other day. We're like, we gotta get on some of that
No,
stuff.
but you can't joke around about this stuff because people think you're serious.
Yeah.
But
Eric Roberts admitted to using steroids.
Let me give you one your quotation, and I'll let you decide who it is, and then we'll get back to business.
Okay.
If I had known about human growth hormone, I'd have never done steroids. Moving on.
Moving right along.
Like before we start this, I have to say hi to my nephew and
Yes,
to,
my
and to
cousin
Keaton's
Louis.
cousin Louis Lab. He to Louis Lab. He is Heidi and Frank's biggest fan.
Really?
And listens to you
Louis.
guys every day.
Aw, hey,
Hey,
Louis.
Louis, we love you, Louis.
We love you, buddy.
Louis didn't want to
How
get
old
up
is
early
Louis?
and come with you.
No, he's
No,
listening.
he's
16?
He's in the radio. He's on the radio right now.
How old
He's
is Louis?
listening.
Don't know.
16.
I don't remember his
Oh,
exact
he's 16 years
age.
old.
16.
Okay.
All right. Well, Louis, Sammy's going to give you a hand job before it's
Jar
it's a
assist.
jar opening
Right, of course, yeah,
device.
yeah.
I need a
That makes sense.
handjob.com. You know those like rubber things that help
How-
you open the jars that are hard to like the pickles?
They call
Every
those
good man
hand
could use
jobs?
one of those.
I know. Yeah, he was very excited for a second, then completely disappointed after hearing what it was. He's like, oh.
I don't really have that much trouble opening jars.
man.
I'm 16. It's not a problem.
So you were listening to the show earlier this morning when we were talking about the sexual position that's most dangerous, and you heard the part where my penis popped like a knuckle once.
Yeah.
Keaton,
I've experienced that. Yes.
You have?
Yeah, it's extremely frightening. I mean, I was like, everything was fine.
Do you feel it or you just hear it?
No, you feel it
You
too.
feel
You
it.
hear something like that, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah,
But it wasn't quite like a knuckle crack, but it was like, there was a thing to happen. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people. Nobody else in here?
Eric.
I can always crack my penis.
Okay, well, there you go.
You can always you can do it right now.
Well, if it was aroused, yeah, I can crack my
not?
penis.
Okay, there you go.
How do you?
Eric Roberts is here. How are you not aroused?
Everybody's excited. How do you crack it?
You sort of hold the base and put your palm on the top, and you just crack.
Whoa!
Why would you want
Why
to
would you do that?
I do that in the morning. It's what I do in the morning
Like
when I
when people
wake
crack
up.
their neck, they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
crack.
You pop their back,
Yeah.
a little bit. He's like, oh yeah, I'm ready for work.
Or like a piano player cracking their knuckles before they.
Oh my
I
God.
cracked my penis before I have sex.
I had no idea all this was happening with penises.
I gotta
Been
learn
out
to
the
do
game
that
a
so I
while.
can do it in the sauna with my guys. Wow. That is so weird.
You guys want to see something? No. Okay. Also on the show this morning, I asked everyone like how much money they had in their pocket. We pulled it out and see if we could match, and unfortunately somebody did match, and so they won all of our money.
Yeah.
How much money you guys got in your pocket right now?
Wait, are we betting
Cash-wise.
all of our money? You know,
Cash wise.
I left my wallet in the green room. So I am
smart.
currently packing $0.
You probably got some pesos in your pocket, right?
I'm packing 0 too, babe.
But I got a couple. Well, maybe I got like
See, that's how you know when
$100
you've
in
made
my
it when
wallet,
you're
just in case.
big superstars like you guys, is that you don't have to carry money because people just buy you
Yeah,
stuff.
you
You
think
probably
you're-
walk in and people just buy you stuff.
I was told in 1976 by Doug Kenny, he wrote Animal House, that a real successful man only carries an American Express, dude.
There you go.
And his car key.
That was back in the day. It's not even gonna be that anymore. It's just
no,
gonna be
it'll be
our-
like a chip in your eyeball. It's
I
like
already,
just-
on my phone, I use my
Oh.
The
print my fingerprint.
Apple Pay and all other good stuff.
That's
yeah,
so
it's getting
great.
crazy.
I love that stuff.
Me too.
We also talked about the woman who lived in Walmart for 2 days, and they finally discovered her and kicked her out. But if there was a store that you could live in the rest of your life, what store would it be?
What would it be? For me, it would be some sort of music. So probably
Guitar
Guitar
Center.
Center or something like that. Yeah.
FAO Schwartz.
Oh, Kid at Heart.
FAO
Yeah,
Schwartz.
yeah.
That
Tear
would
it
be
up.
cool.
Yeah,
I
it
said
would be.
Victoria's Secret.
What are you going to do? Get dressed?
I'm not. That's awesome. I'm not even going to try to come back on that. That was awesome. No, I have a thing with those panty bins, the ones that are like the 5 panties for
Discount
whatever in the
panties.
front. I secretly, every time I walk by one of those, I want to jump in it and swim around, like Scrooge McDuck
beautiful
when he's swimming
image.
through his money. I just want to swim through their panties.
Beautiful image,
I
dude.
can't believe
it?
you haven't done that yet.
I know.
Go for it.
I probably would get kicked
It's
out of
on
the
your
mall.
bucket
well,
list.
not
right?
at Victoria's Secret. You get your own bucket.
Yeah. You can just buy them and do it at
Just
home.
buy a bunch of
Lay
them.
them all
Some
on the
friends
bed.
over.
Yeah.
And like I'm raking leaves out in the yard, just a pile of panties.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, fall's
Oh.
here. Fall must be here. Frank's swimming in panties.
I'm going to do that.
Is it autumn already?
Right, they're all colorful.
Right.
So your movie's out right now.
Yes,
it's in
Eric.
theaters. I've been seeing the trailers for it on TV all the
yeah.
time.
Inherent Vice. Yeah, cool, huh? Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson, one of the
Best.
great men of our industry. Yeah.
And tons of really good people in that movie.
Oh, everybody's in that movie, and everybody was so cool. And, Joaquin Phoenix might be a saint.
Really? Why would you say that?
He's sweet. He's thoughtful. He does his homework. He's kind. He's considerate. He's a good actor. He's a nice man. I mean,
So you don't. It's not something like when you know you're going to work with him. You know it's going to be easy because he's going to be there and give,
Total
as
sweetie
opposed to
pie.
showing up with somebody and you're like, oh my god, this guy's horrible.
Actually, Joaquin Phoenix kind of reminds me of you, Eric.
in that.
In that when you see him on screen, you know he has that something about him. Where you know when I saw you in Runaway Train, he had that something about you. Like if they did a remake of that, Joaquin Phoenix could play that part. I think.
Well, I take that as a big
It's
compliment. 'cause
star
I'm a
quality.
huge Joaquin fan. Thank
Yeah.
you, brother.
yeah,
He
I
is
think
really good.
yeah, he's like you. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I loved him, and I thought that I wouldn't like the movie Her. I made fun of it when I was like, oh please, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I'll never see it. It's so dumb. It was on.
It's
I was
so
home in the
good.
afternoon. It had just started. I'm like, oh, all right. And I watched it and I was like, this is really good.
It's so good.
It's so good, and he's so good in it.
Now, maybe this was a misprint, but it says here that for 2014-15, you have like 100 things that are in production coming out.
Eric.
Or,
Now, here's what
right
happens.
now.
IMDb.com, they put up, whenever I'm offered something, they call IMDb and they say, he's in our movie. I'm not really in the movie. I'm not in all those movies. But I don't break hearts right away. I just
let it go.
And so they put it up there as if I'm doing that, and IMDb doesn't check, so it's the truth.
God, I wish they would do that for me. Then you'd pull up my IMDb. I'd be like, look at me. I'm
know,
really
yeah.
happening. I'm happening.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, nothing's happening. I'm here. Nothing's happening.
You're on television. You're on Dish Nation,
That
Heidi.
is true. That is true.
Every
yeah.
single weeknight at 6:30 on Fox 11.
That is true.
There you
make a
go.
good point.
Shameless plug. Speaking of shameless plug, we have our relationship with Keaton Simons and Eric go way back. Eric, he busted into our studio, and I think it was maybe
I crashed him.
2003.
You did.
I mean, I
Amazing.
think it was that long ago because he busted in and says, my stepson Keaton is a musician, and we do Stay or Go. We've been doing Stay or Go for a long time. And he's
Right.
like, I want you to play his music, so I'm busting in here and play it. So when Eric Roberts busts through the door, you're like, okay, we're
We'll
going to play it.
We'll play it.
Hopefully this is good. And,
Boy,
and
was it.
It was killer, and people loved you, and you actually were one of the first acts to play our Sogfest, which was our showcase for all the new acts.
Killed it.
And it was a great night at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And like I said, that was 2003. That was a long time
know,
ago,
it
and you're
was.
still still touring and kicking ass. And so, I mean, right here, I mean, people are discovered. Then tomorrow's classic rock,
Right.
the best music of tomorrow is happening right here on the
Because
Heidi and Frank
you-
show on Fridays.
and
And
you-
so it's so nice to see you again. It's
It's
like,
so nice to be here. I love you guys.
We
And
love
I-
you too.
And it's funny. I just played at the Whiskey a few nights ago. A great show, and hadn't been there. And I know.
You know what's cool is that, because when you have a kid and you have kids, so you lucked out, Eric, that your kid is talented. Because what if he's like, oh, I'm going to be a musician, and you're like, oh, and your kid, hey, Dad, can you help? And you're like, well, yeah, I mean, we'll see. What
You're not wrong at all,
You lucked
baby. You're
out
not
because it's
wrong
like,
at all.
as a
Yeah.
parent, I can't even imagine where you're like, how do I tell my kid that this is not happening?
Well,
like
what's
this
great,
is not going to happen.
He is my favorite singer-songwriter.
Well,
my
I mean,
favorite,
yeah.
and it's not because we have blood in common. It's because he's awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, he's
Well, thanks,
awesome.
dude.
yeah,
Just is.
yeah. I mean, so you have your guitar sitting
do.
on your lap, and we've
Yeah.
been anticipating this all morning long.
I didn't come here to mess around.
What's the name of the song you're going to play for us?
I want to play a song called Masterpiece.
Okay.
And because it's morning radio is like sexy as hell, right?
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't think that, but it's sexy enough for this song.
Okay.
All right, here he is, Keaton Simons.
Yeah.
It's all about the way that you kiss my neck early in the morning when we're lying in bed. But last night's tossing and turning got your hair in a mess. It's all about the way that you understand. Is that sweet, sexy way that you hurt this man. Kissing those lips got me feeling real freaky inside. And if you wanna be loved, I've got it. And if you wanna make love, I can do that too. If you wanna be touched in the right way, then baby flip on the light so I can see my masterpiece tonight. Sitting by the fire with a glass of wine, a fake fur coat, rose got you looking so fine. Cheers to you, honey, 'cause you look so money tonight. I am crazy about the way that you shake your thing. Makes me wanna give you a diamond ring. Let's finish where we started, 'cause girl, you are part of my life. And if you wanna be loved, I've got it. And if you wanna make love, then I can do that too. If you wanna be touched in the right way, then baby flip on the light so I can see my masterpiece tonight. I said more and more each day. I need it. I realize our love's just a game. I said I want it. You got me bending over backwards just to catch you on the other side. I'm gonna break it down now. If you wanna be loved, and I've got it. And if you wanna make love, I can do that too. If you wanna be touched in the right way, then baby flip on the light so I can see my masterpiece tonight. I say I got a woman way over town that's good to me. I am. I say I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah, now. And she give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a kind of friend indeed. I said, I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh, yeah. You know this one? Well, hey, pretty baby with the high heels on. You give me fever like I've never ever known. You're just a product of loveliness. I dig the groove of your walk and your talk, your dress, and feel your fever from miles around. I just pick you up in my car and we'll paint the town. So kiss me, baby, and tell me twice that you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, sing it, way you make me feel. You really turn me on. You really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet, baby. Knock me off. Say, woo! My lonely days are gone. Hope everybody's singing that out there. Oh, 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 if you wanna be loved, then I've got it. And if you wanna make love, then I can do that too. And if you wanna be touched in the right way, then baby flip on the light so I can see my masterpiece tonight. Baby flip on the light so I can see my masterpiece tonight. Oh, baby, flip on the light so I can see my masterpiece tonight.
Keaton Simons, everybody.
I have had chills all over my body.
Chills. I'm wet right now.
Oh my God, Keaton! I don't even have words.
Keaton Simons, awesome.
you.
You can follow him on Twitter at Keaton Simons on Twitter, and then you're
right.
also performing in San Diego this Saturday.
That is
Go
correct. At
see-
Lestat.
Lestat.
San Diego. It's going to be awesome. Eric will be there.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
goodness!
For tickets, go to KeatonSimons.com. And
Incredible. I don't.
Eric Roberts, thank you so much for coming back in and hanging out with us.
I don't mean to sidestep, but I have to make an announcement because it's a big deal. My stepdaughter, his sister, Morgan Simons,
Yes, yes.
is recently engaged to her girlfriend,
That's
April
right.
Windsor,
Yay!
who's a labor and
Fiancé.
delivery nurse. Yeah, dig that.
So we got.
Oh, she
she's
scored.
a chef, right?
That's a good score.
No
Had
kidding.
to bring it up.
Labor and
Nice.
delivery nurse.
Congrats! And now we can legally do it, so it's cool.
Who knew?
I know.
Who knew?
Follow Eric at Eric Roberts, and be sure and watch Suits on USA. It returns on January 28th.
Another great show. Get on board with that one on Netflix too.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Seriously, anytime.
Thanks for
Keaton.
having us.
We're going to
Oh
come
my
right
God.
back. We're Heidi and Frank.